Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I'll try to keep it simple. 6 cents gives us spectral cards. Perkeo can copy those spectral cards. This is something that we've demonstrated in the past. This time we're going for the Ankh because the Ankh can copy jokers. Then the joker that we want to copy, we want to get copies of the Cola. Cola gives us double tags, and then those double tags we can use to get whatever kind of skip tag that we want. This time in particular, we're going for the negative tag. Negative tag can give us negative jokers. So quick recap here. Perkeo copies Ankh. Ankh gives us colas. Colas give us double tags. Double tags give us negative tags. Those negative tags become negative jokers. 100 Ankhs become 100 negative jokers at the same time. That's what we're going for. In Ante 1 here, we took the first round skip for the Mega Arcana pack for a soul, and then the soul gave us Perkeo. Then in the first shop buffoon pack, we can pick up 6 cents right away. 6 cents we want earlier because we want to get the Ankh as soon as possible, and then we can start copying the Ankh with Perkeo. This does put us in an awkward position here where overstock is really important for these long endless runs. Having the extra slot in the shop, so you get to see 50% more cards per reroll, you get to see more cards per dollar, is really important when you need to reroll for certain jokers or even just reroll for tarot cards. Unfortunately, we can't afford this, so we can take Venus instead, and when we go next, you can see here regular Venus sells for $1, but negative Venus sells for $4. So we spent $3 to buy the planet card, and now right away I have $5 here. I can make up for the $3 that I spent. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell the regular Venus, taking me up to $5. Now with $5 we do get an extra $1 of interest. And I'm going to hold on to the negative one because, you know, the difference between $4 and $1, you actually have the same amount of interest. So let's just go next. All right, here we have the 6 in hand, so we can go ahead and ship it. And what can we do next? So incantation gives us random numbered cards. This is a way that you could get more sixes for 6 cents, but it's not guaranteed, and even if it does give you a 6, it also gives you a bunch of other random cards that maybe having those in the deck make it harder for you to find your 6s in the future. So incantation is not something that we want, but we can hold on to it, and as long as we're holding on to it, 6 cents won't give us another incantation. Here we have 3 clubs in hand, but I don't think I want to go for the clubs. In the previous round I did play the clubs flush, and so the previously played cards are debuffed here. If we draw the debuffed cards, the flush might not have enough chips, it might not win in one hand. The Mega Arcana pack had a strength card that I used to turn my 10s into jacks, so we have 6 jacks. Knowing that there's now 4 leftover jacks and 2 aces in the deck, we can go for the full house here, aces and jacks. And we do draw another jack, naturally. Let's go ahead and ship it with a full house. Okay, this shop is just about perfect. You know, people ask me all the time what my favorite joker is. I think trading card. I think it goes back and forth between shortcut and trading card, but definitely, you know, maybe it's a tie between those two. We can take trading card as a way of removing cards from our deck, and then, you know, just makes it more consistent that we draw our 6s, or more consistent that we draw whatever kind of enhanced cards in the future. We can also take the business card here. Since I turned the 10s into jacks, I can use that as a way of getting extra money. In that case, we can't afford anything else, so we just go next. Before we go next, one option, we could sell the Venus card, and it would guarantee that Perkeo gives us a negative copy of incantation. I'm actually going to keep the Venus card, and here's why. So we've actually done this run before. We call it the Perka-Cola run, where you use the Ankhs to copy the Cola and the Cola to give you the double tags. We've done this before. The last time what we did, we used Ankh and also Cryptids. Cryptids because we went for a Baron plus Mime scoring plan. This time I want to try going for the Observatory scoring plan. Of course, you know, in Ante 2 here we don't have the Observatory, we don't have the Telescope yet. Sorry, if you don't remember, Observatory, that's the one, you know, the last couple of videos here, that's the one that gives us times mult for all of the planet cards that we're holding on to. So I think what I want to do, you know, the Observatory, you don't have to get it right away, you don't have to get it in Ante 2. You can use some other different kind of scoring plan for the first, you know, 8 or 10 or maybe even 12 antes. And as long as we get the Observatory by ante 12 or something like that, then it's still fine. So let's try, since I already have a negative Venus, let's just hold on to the Venus cards and go next. If I see a Pluto card in the shop, you know, maybe for a high card instead of 3 of a kind, I can always just sell these negatives for money. But let's go next. Alright, so one thing that's pretty awkward here, for the 6 cents, the 6 has to be your first hand. And so typically what you do is you use all your discards first to find the 6 and then you play the 6. But for the trading card, I have an incentive to use one of my discards to remove a card. So I can here, you know, I can snap off one of these aces, but then I have one less discard left over to find a 6. That's probably fine, I accept. I am going to remove the ace here. And so I said we can go for, you know, some kind of short-term scoring plan before we get the Observatory. And, you know, often what you're going for is a Baron and a Mime is an option, or, you know, the Idol with a flush 5 is another option. I think either way there are jokers that give you money for face cards, so let's build around the face cards, in which case I want to make more kings. And if I want to make more kings, I remove the aces. So we'll just snap off an ace here. Alright, one more time, discarding for face cards and discarding for the 6. Okay, go ahead and ship it. Okay, right away we get the Ankh that we were looking for. That actually is huge. That's game changing. The last time we did this, the Perka-Cola run, you know, it took us maybe 4 or 5 tries to get the Ankh. And then I was trying to get the Ankh and the Cryptid at the same time. And so after getting the Ankh, maybe it takes another 4 or 5 tries to get the Cryptid also. And then that really delays your Ankh and Cryptid, your copying. You know, it delays your Perkeo production. But picking up the Ankh right away here, we can sell the incantation and then hope we get another Ankh in the future. So now this is what it looks like. We're going to copy Venus cards and Ankh cards, hoping to find the Telescope in the future. Here we've got some decisions to make. If we play the kings and queens, for sure this full house will win, and then we can collect business money. I think what I want to do instead, I can play the 3 kings. Each king, 50% chance to get $2, so on average each one is worth $1 each. So, you know, it costs me $1 to play a hand. I spend $1, but I gain $3. Let's go ahead and ship it. Okay, well, all 3 of those miss, but that's okay. If those miss, then it means that if I played the full house, it was going to miss anyway. But now that I got the stinky ones out of the way, we can try to draw some of our 6 jacks. I would accept 2 pair. I think 2 pair wins. We can play the full house instead. You could, if you wanted to be really greedy, you could play the pair of jacks and try to draw 2 more jacks for a full house, try to draw another queen for 4 of a kind. It's safe in the sense that I know 3 queens will be enough points. I know 3 queens is already 1,000 points. but I don't think we need to be that greedy. Let's go ahead and just ship it here with a full house. Yes, that's more like it. Alright, now what's the plan? I guess let's just save our money for interest. I think if you take the rough gem here, you could try to farm some money from this. Try to go for diamonds. You spend $6 on the rough gem and then you get $5 from playing a diamonds flush. Maybe an extra dollar here or there, but you know, generally you're going for the flush, you pick up the $5. It pays for itself, because then you can also sell it if you want. You can sell it for $3. I'm not going to take the rough gem. I think I just want to go for the face cards, maybe, you know, full houses with face cards. Let's go next. Alright, here I don't have any pressure to go for more 6s. So you can snap off a 4 here with the trading card. And let's see here, I've got kings and queens in hand. Let's go ahead and, or sorry, kings and jacks in hand. Let's discard once. Yeah, if I play the full house here, I know the full house is not enough to win. Okay, and then we can discard for another queen to go with our kings. We can go for the 2 pair here. Kings and queens, that's more than enough points. Go ahead and ship it. Ah, bummer. Only hit the last one. Okay. Now what? I guess on the previous round I might have been able to sell 6 cents for, you know, $3 plus interest. Oh well. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. I want to use this Ankh to copy Perkeo. And I kind of want to wait until, you know, there's like a good joker to pick up, because Ankh of course destroys all your jokers. So if I'm going to copy Perkeo, I want to sell everything else. We just beat the big blind here, so I definitely want the blank voucher. I probably want this Arcana pack. Should we open the Arcana pack first? No, let's just use the Ankh. So I think Crafty is good enough. I think if we sell these, we can use the Ankh. Get another copy of the percolator so we can get percolating faster here. We can pick up Crafty. Now before I open the Arcana pack, do we want to reroll for tarot cards? Probably. And we can try a standard pack as well. Alright, do we want a foil 4? It's also a lucky card. I guess if we're playing with Crafty here, if we're trying to make flushes, if we're playing on the plasma deck, I think the extra foil 50 chips is really powerful. So I think I do that. I could also pick up the 4 of hearts for the money. I'm gonna take the foil. We don't have the observatory yet, right? So we do need to rely on flushes for scoring. Okay, if I open up the Arcana pack, that takes me down to $31. Let's reroll once. Earth card I don't want. Running Man I don't need. Okay, here we have a death card. We can make a copy of one of our face cards. Like I can make an extra queen here. I can make an extra jack. I think what I like better, if I am going to play flushes and I have the 4 here of clubs, how about let's make these 2 jacks into lucky cards, lucky clubs, and let's play clubs. Flushes, go next. Okay, something that I would like to be aware of, I want to try to keep a balance of the consumable cards here. I want to try to keep a balance between Ankhs and Venus cards. So now, you know, 3 and 2 is like close enough to even. Let's go next. But, you know, we want to pay attention to this because once you start to get more of one compared to the other, then it starts to snowball and you get more and more of that one. Okay, against the boss here, we don't have any discards. But we do have the clubs. Let's go for the clubs. Starting with the 2 pair. Okay, one more time looking for clubs. Okay, and I get the 4, so we can go ahead and just ship it. I could try to dig for my Jack of Clubs. Because when you play it, you have on average, you get slightly more than $1 every time you play it. This is okay. This flush wins easily. Nice. We get the money. Okay, now what I'm looking to do, I'm looking to fill up my Joker slots. Let's definitely take the extra hand size. Before we re-roll, let's try a standard pack. Standard pack, we can pick up a gold 2, which is wild, and so you can use it as part of the flush, or we can take a purple seal here. I think I want the purple seals. You know, if we're going to be here for a long time, I like having the purple seals for the tarot card deck manipulation. That can also kind of snowball as well because you can get death cards and then make even more copies of the purple ones. Jumbo Arcana takes me down to $36. So we have enough money, we could go one more. We get the Giga Chad here. I think that's definitely something that I'm interested in because I can re-trigger my lucky cards. Then Arcana takes me down to $28. That's fine. I think that means we don't re-roll, we just crack open the Arcana pack. Okay, I could use Fool for a Magician. I can get more lucky cards. One, you know, slight caution there. If I do take the Magician, then there's a chance that the Perkeo copies it, which is not something that I want. Maybe we make more clubs here. Maybe we go kings and a queen of clubs. How about that? And then that'll make it easier for us to get our flushes. Let's go next. Okay, so we have 5 Venus cards and only 2 Ankhs. And so, you know, when the game is trying to copy more Ankhs or Venus cards or whatever it is, there's a 5 out of 7 chance it gives us another Venus card. There's only a 2 out of 7 chance that we get another Ankh card. That's pretty bad odds, right? So I actually want to use up some of these Venus cards, and we could use them literally, or I think I actually just want to sell them for a little extra money. Early on, you know, the extra money is very helpful, so let's just take the extra money and then go next. We can play 3 of a kind later when we get the observatory, but we don't have the observatory, so we can go dig for our purple seal, dig for our foil card, that's also a lucky card. There we go, we get the foil card. So if I throw away these 3 clubs, we can get another club, no problem. Alright, we get another club. We don't have the purple seal. One thing we could do, I could play 4 cards and dig for the purple seal. So, you know, what would that look like? If I play 4 cards 3 times, if I use 3 hands, I get to draw 12 cards. 12 cards for a chance of me drawing the purple seal. I'm gonna say no. I think I'm just gonna discard here. Okay, and then ship it with the lucky card. Ah, no money. Never lucky. Okay, we have a spectral pack. Before we open the spectral pack, we can take the hung man. We can try a standard pack looking for more seals. If we don't get any seals, we can skip. And then for the spectral pack, before I open it, let's reroll for more tarot cards. Or, you know, just more jokers in general. We don't need the cat. Reroll takes us down to $26, and then we would go below the interest cap. So let's just use the spectral pack here. Okay, we get a blue seal. So how about ace and 4 of hearts? We can hang them. We can make a blue king here. Our clubs are going to be debuffed for this boss. That's annoying, but you know, long term that's going to be fine. It's just short term annoying that we're not going to be able to get the blue seal. I'm still going to put it on the king, and I'm still going to put it on the clubs. And go next. Okay, so now we're a little bit ahead on the Ankh cards. So 4 Ankhs, 3 Venus cards. Let's go next. And I just want to dig for my clubs. Okay, and I do want the purple seal. So let's do this. Just throw away 5 cards here. I did get the blue seal, and if I have the blue seal and I have the 2 lucky jacks, maybe I'm not super attached to the purple seal. Maybe I will discard one more time and try to see if I can hit the gold card. Alright, we didn't hit the gold card. That's okay. We'll put the lucky card in front and then ship it for a Jupiter card. Okay, we could pick up Crazy for, you know, kind of just a random foil. I think is helpful, but maybe not necessary. Let's try a standard pack looking for more seals. We can take a purple seal. Purple seal also happens to be a king. Is great. Then celestial pack. Okay, we can take Jupiter. Keep leveling up our flushes. Do we want Crazy? Or do we want to reroll? If I reroll, I go down to 27 bucks. I'm not super excited about that. Let's just take Crazy here and then go next. Okay, so +1 Ankh, +1 Venus card. Okay, so we got 5 Ankhs, 4 Venus cards. That's close enough to even. Let's go next. Alright, here I want to play a flush. Maybe diamonds. Maybe spades. No, I think it's going to be diamonds. Diamonds appear to be the most prevalent. I have 3 hearts in hand. I think it's still diamonds. Either way, we discard clubs, discard spades, discard hearts. Okay, looking for diamonds. And let's discard one more time. This time looking for the gold card. We don't get it. Alright, let's just ship it with the diamonds. Flush. Alright, we did the clubs debuff boss. That's one we don't have to worry about in the future. Okay. I do want overstock. Gratification is probably doable if I wanted the extra money, but we won't get our purple seal value, we won't get our lucky cards as often. So maybe we don't do that. Okay, I do want this spectral pack. Ectoplasm would be nice. Negative copies of the percolator would be nice. Instead we get aura here. Okay. How about the blue king? I want to hold in my hand. And so with the aura card, let's put it on, how about this jack here? We always play the jack because it's lucky. We get a foil jack. That's going to be very helpful for scoring. With the Giga Chad here, you can re-trigger the foil card. Now it looks a little bit, embarrassing that we have this 4, but that's okay. I think we maybe don't buy the Celestial Pack so that we can save our money for interest. Let's go next. Okay, one more Venus, one more Ankh, keeping them even. Perfect. Boss is going to debuff my hearts. Alright, we had the blue seal in hand. We did draw the purple seal here. Let's discard looking for more purple and more lucky cards to play. Okay, we got the Magician, so we can make some more lucky cards. So I think I like the idea of making a lucky king here. And so what I'm thinking is, in the future, maybe the near future, maybe not so far from now, I want to copy the purple seals. And if I want to copy the purple seals, the one that I want to copy is the purple seal king. And if I'm going to copy a card, it might as well be a lucky card before I copy it. So let's go ahead and use the Magician on the king and then also the queen here. Even though I am going to discard the king. We get Temperance for 27. That's neat. Alright, let's ship it with the flush. Okay, we can use the Jupiter card and then we can use Temperance after in case there's a Fool. We can copy the Temperance card. We will eventually get to a point where, maybe we don't need Crafty. Maybe we've already reached that point where we don't need Crafty. I would really like to take the free roll here. I think Giga Chad as like a way of re-triggering the lucky cards is worth keeping. So maybe Crazy is out and then we go Chad in. Then we get to re-roll for free. I think as a long-term scoring plan, I think 4 of a kind is very reasonable. So I'm going to start investing in 4 of a kind. And then that could be something like, where we have 4 of a kind kings or we have 4 of a kind jacks. Maybe that's something that we play instead of flushes, instead of this crafty, instead of needing a joker slot. If you have high enough level 4 of a kind, you don't need any jokers. $59 in the bank, we can go one more. Let's try an Emperor. Okay, Hierophant, or let's try the Wheel. Never lucky. So probably I don't want the Rocket because I think the turnaround time on jokers, I think I'm like, selling and removing jokers pretty quickly. I'm re-rolling through the shop pretty quickly. I think this is going to get replaced. So let's not pick that up. Let's just go one more. Alright, we could take some plutonium here. We could take a hack. Hack could, be a re-trigger for our lucky 4, but really doesn't do anything else. If we reroll one more, it takes us down to $38. $38, I can still buy both of these booster packs comfortably, so let's go one more. Alright, runner, 4 Fienders. We don't need any of this. Let's go ahead and take the Celestial pack. Alright, if we don't get Jupiter, we can take another Mars card. And, our 4 of a kind is already, 40 chips better than our flush here. So maybe we do just play the 4 of a kind. As soon as we're able to. I don't know if we are there yet. We do have a Hierophant now, so maybe I can use the Hierophant on the Jack and the 10 here. And go Temperance. You could, make a bonus 7 or bonus 2 there for the flushes, but I think I'm going to make the bonus Jack for maybe 4 of a kind in the future. We have money, we could reroll. Take another Mars card. And go one more. Alright, $10 for a reroll is getting expensive, honestly. So maybe we just go next. One more Venus, one more Ankh. That's perfect. Perfect RNG so far. Except for the first roll, we got 2 Ankhs when we already had 3 Ankhs. Okay, if we play the flush wins. So I want to try to dig for my purple seals. Okay, we didn't get it yet. I have enough purple seals in the deck that I can probably... We can play high card here and save a discard for a purple seal. We can play a pair, save a discard. Okay, play the pair of 7s. Alright, well, we didn't draw the purple seals. What else can we draw here? We can get the gold card for money, we can get the blue seal for a tarot card, I guess. No, sorry, a planet card. A Jupiter card. 5 clubs in the deck. I'm actually going to throw away this 2 of clubs. Okay, so we can play all of these lucky cards. Put the foil card in the front and then ship it. Nice. Okay, do I want a strength card? In general, yes. Do I want Perkeo to accidentally copy a strength card? Probably not. Let's... We get a free roll here. We could take the family and play the 4 of a kind. I'd like to do a little bit more deck manipulation before we go all in on 4 of a kind. Let's go one more. Okay, we get a Baron here. That could be a scoring plan. Instead of playing the flush, we play the high card with the Baron. I think I'm not going to do the Baron. And the reason I'm not going to do the Baron is because I want to be able to play my lucky cards for money rather than holding them in my hand. So I think the jokers that I have are fine. I think if I buy these celestial packs, it takes me around $32. So I could reroll one more if I want. I'm not going to. If I get a tarot card, I don't want to buy a tarot card because I don't want Perkeo to copy it. Let's just open the celestial packs and then go next. Okay, Jupiter or Mars. Long term, we want to level up the 4 of a kind. Short term, we can still play flushes. Because I have the foil cards, my flushes don't need to be that high level if I, get the re-triggers with the Giga Chad. I'm just going to take the Mars card here and go next. Okay, so here, once again, we can go for the flush. Easily, we can go for the flush. I'm going to use my discards to find my purple seals. We do get 1 purple here. Let's go ahead. We get a Fool card for a Mars card. Or I can hold on to this and I can use it for something better. If I want to get the blue seal, I need to draw 2 more clubs. So let's do that. There you go. So we can play the clubs. You can put the lucky card in the front and then ship it. Now, Fool for a Mars card. No, we're gonna do something better here. We have reroll money. Hey, look, we did it. We get the antimatter. We get an extra Joker slot. I'm not currently using my Joker slots. Crafty is kind of like a blank. But what we can do is we can take Hermit, Fool for another Hermit. I will take the Mega Celestial Pack so I can get it out of the way. Maybe Jupiter for our flushes and, you know, maybe some plutonium, but use the Hermit card after. From the standard pack here, looking for seals. Do I want a red seal 7? So red seal 7, you know, I can try to turn it into a red seal king. It is a club card. I think we skip. I think we can get something that's closer to a king, you know, maybe like a 10 or a jack with a red seal. Okay, we definitely take the antimatter, and we definitely get the free roll here. Plutonium doesn't matter. We could take the business card for the money. We don't need 4 Fienders. Another Temperance, this time for $28. Do we take Golden instead of Crafty here? I think as long as I hit my foil cards, I don't actually need Crafty. Maybe we take Golden instead. Yeah, 22,000. Crafty out, Golden in. I will take a Death card. Death cards are incredibly powerful. I want to copy this Purple King. And we could go one more. Maybe Wily. Maybe we go for the 4 of a kind now with Wily. Maybe the Death card helps me make 4 of a kind. Maybe that's what the plan is. I'm not convinced. I'm not there yet. Let's go one more. Okay, here we could take the 4 of a kind and photograph. So maybe instead of the golden, we take the photograph here. Do I want a magician? I'm gonna say no on the magician because I don't want Perkeo to copy it. Let's go next. Extra Death card is okay because that just means I get 2 Purple Kings. Okay, with the photograph, I can play the 4 of a kind. That's it. I can play the Queen High here for the money. Okay. Discard, looking for that Purple King. We don't get the Purple King. We get the Purple 9 instead. I could... I guess... Let's discard. We get a star. Nope. Yeah, I could use the Death card here. I'm not going to. Let's play the High card King for the money. Let's keep digging for the purple. I don't want to play 5 of a kind. We can play High card Lucky Jack again. And I guess we're stuck with the Death cards. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ship it. And the boss here says discard random cards per hand. Interesting. We can go... Okay, Marble we don't want, for sure. We don't want to add stone cards to the deck. Moon I don't want. Well, I don't need. We can try the standard packs. Okay, Blue Seal 7 I don't need. Okay, we got seals here. We can take a gold 3, gold seal 3. We can re-trigger with the Giga Chad. That's like that's a large amount of money. That's a decent amount of money, but it's not a face card, you know, for the purposes of the business card. And if I add it to the deck, it's gonna make it harder for me to draw my purple seal, like we already had struggled there in the last round. I think I'm gonna decline on the gold 3. I think it's marginal. I think it's close. I think there you could make a case for taking it, but I'm gonna skip here and then do a little re-rolling. Okay, I think like the death card, I think the Hung Man is a card that I'd be willing to copy with the Percolator. You know, I wouldn't be upset if that happened. Golden Ticket. We don't have any gold cards, so we'll just keep re-rolling here. No on the Chariot. I really want now, I want a Crystal Ball. But I only have room for 2 tarot cards. Let's keep rolling. Go one more. Alright, Magician, Chariot. I'm just gonna go next. Okay, so we have one more Venus, and I have another Ankh here. So I think my Ankhs and my Venus cards, I think they're actually balanced. I think I have +1 Ankh, which is perfect. The tarot cards here, I've got 2 of the Hung Man and I've got 2 of the Death cards, which is actually also pretty great. So let's start, you know, paring down here. So the 2s here, we can hang them. 2 and 7, we can hang them. King and 8 here, we can use a Death card. 8 and King, we can use another Death card. Okay, now let's discard them 2 at a time, right? So let's discard 2 purples here. I think I want to go for the 4 of a kind Jacks. So let's discard the 4 here. Okay, Temperance for 28 bucks. Do I want to make a steel card? Maybe what we can do is we can make a steel queen, I guess. That's not going to be super important. Guarantee it. I have 2 discards, so I might as well discard 1 king and then separately discard the other king in case we get a death card. We don't get a death card, but we get a judgment card, which I don't need. I don't need your judgment. Do I have... I don't have any more purple in the deck, so let's discard the purple seal. Okay, we got a Magician. We can make some more lucky cards. So I think what I want to do... Sorry, this is what's in the deck, right? We've got these Jacks. Let's make some lucky kings. Let's play some lucky kings. And then draw our Jacks. Alright, we did it. We drew the Jacks. If I play the 3 of a kind, is that going to be too many points? If I hit the +20 before the ×2, then it is too many points. If I hit the ×2 first and the +20 after, then maybe it's fine. Or do I want to just play the 4 of a kind to be safe? Let's take a risk. Nice. Nice. I could play the Jack. If you play the Jack, it triggers 3 times, so that's $3. So worth it. And then go ahead with the 4 of a kind. Put the lucky card in the front. And we will get the blue seal value here. I guess I could start leveling up my 3 of a kind. But that's something that we can do in the future. Okay, before we open the booster packs, let's do a little bit of re-rolling. So Jupiter and Neptune here, I can open the Celestial pack for another Mars card. And another Mars card. You know, this extra discard could help us against this boss here. You know, in case we run out of discards before we get our 4 of a kind. Like, that could be pretty awkward. Maybe we could replace the clown. And then the extra discard could also, you know, give us an extra purple seal maybe. Alright, before we open the Arcana pack, let's make a gold card. And Polychrome Bust we don't need, but I will take the Death card here. $9 takes me down to 29. 9 plus Arcana pack, that's something that we can do. Sure. Alright. Now our Arcana pack. Alright, with the Arcana pack here, I have Death, but I don't have anything that I want to use the Death card on. What I can do is I can make a gold king. And if I save the Death card, then against the boss here, I can guarantee that I get the 4 of a kind. All I need to do is draw 3 of a kind and then use Death to make the 4th one. Here I probably don't care about any of this, but maybe if you want, we can make a Steel card. Steel Jack. And then go next. Alright, 2 Venus cards means I'm actually +1 on Venus cards. Which is fine, I just want to monitor it. Okay. So we have 3 jacks in hand, and I can always use the Death card to make more jacks. I just happen to have 6 kings in the deck, and so maybe it's worthwhile to discard for kings instead of just jacks. Maybe it's worthwhile to play the 3 of a kind for money first, and then use Death on kings instead of jacks. Alright, see, now we got all these kings, right? So now we can go Death here on the king. And I want to make sure that I have, of course, you know, 4 in hand for the 4 of a kind. These other cards I can discard. How many kings do I have left? I got 3 more kings in the deck. So you know what? I could discard one of these purple ones. We get the wheel. Sure. Alright. We drew an extra king. We can discard a king. I have 3 discards. Wheel again. Bummer. Foil percolator. Discard. Okay, we get a gold king. I forgot that one's gold. I guess in that case I won't play it. Alright. I want to play the lucky ones, and I guess I will play the gold one and then try to get the blue seal value here. Let's go ahead and ship it. Perfect. Okay, we have a telescope. Our most played hand is actually a high card, followed by flushes second. So I do long term with the telescope so that I can try to get the observatory in the future. But maybe we don't take the telescope yet. Maybe we wait until after the big blind. Boss here says face cards face down. That could be troublesome. I guess one thing we could do I think if we play the flush with just the foil cards, like that's already enough points. Though obviously the 4 of a kind would be better. Maybe we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. All right. Celestial pack looking for Mars. All right. Before we open the Arcana pack, we'll do a little re-rolling for Temperance. I could replace this Drunkard with something. We got Zeno. We'll take a Magician for the Arcana pack. We don't need Huesos. I could take Hallucination instead of the Drunkard. Let's just reroll. $11 reroll takes me down to $34 in the bank. So let's just open the Arcana pack. I guess make some more lucky cards. And I can use Strength to turn queens into kings. So I have 4 queens in the... Yeah, let's make more kings. Go for 4 of a kind kings instead of 4 of a kind jacks. And go next. Okay, so 1 Venus, 1 Ankh. We're still +1 on the Venus cards. Then what? Okay, let's discard purple. We get a death card. Okay. Let's play the queen for the money. Let's discard purple. Or let's do this first. Play the jack for more money. Play the lucky card while we can. Then let's discard. Get a devil. Devil I can put on the blue seal. I can make a blue gold card. Here I have 2 discards left. I would try to save them for the purple seals. Maybe I also want to play a face card for the money. Maybe what we do is this. Play the king. High card. Alright, now we should be able to make a purple king. Okay, and I have 4 kings in hand, so I can discard my 2 kings. Get another death card to make another king, no problem. Discard 2 kings. I have strength. I can try to turn what? I could use it on the jack and the 9. I could wait on this. I don't have to use this right away. I can wait until in the shop maybe there's an Arcana pack. Sometimes there's not an Arcana pack. I'm just going to use it now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put the lucky card in the front and then ship it with a 4 of a kind. Nice. Okay. Yep. High card is just going to be the highest, most played hand or whatever. So let's go Celestial pack. Take another Mars card. Then Standard pack. Looking for more seals. I have a king here, but I don't need more kings. I already have the purple kings. I just want to make more of those. Actually, I want to remove cards from the deck, do a little more re-rolling. Still looking for a replacement for the Drunkard. Parking gives me money. Instead of a discard. I think I'd rather have the discard because the discard gives me purple seal equity. I guess maybe at some point I can drop the photograph. Maybe I don't need the photograph for my 4 of a kind. Maybe that's overkill. Fool for a Mars card. I mean, we could probably do better, but it's also not the worst. $12 reroll. Faceless. So Faceless gives me 15 bucks. I think I still like the business card better. Is that true? Alright, Fool for Mars. I guess I could... I don't have enough face cards to discard yet. Let's just go next. Alright, one more Venus, one more Ankh. So still even. Alright. If I play this Jack, and it gives me 150 chips, and the foil here gives me, 200 chips, is that going to be problematically large? Because what I would like to do, just play the Jack for the money. Alright, let's not do that again. Alright, we could discard 2 purples. I could make another gold card. What card do we want to make gold? I don't know. Maybe this Jack. Instead of a bonus card, make it into a gold card. Maybe the purple king I will make into gold. And then discard it. Maybe before we discard, we play the pair here with the lucky card for the money. Okay. Discard 2 purples. Looking for death. Discard 2 more purples. We get the devil again. I can make a gold queen. I can hold off on the gold card. I don't need this many kings, so maybe let's play the lucky king for money. And then now let's discard. So purple we can discard for a fool. On the Wheel of Fortune, that's a bummer. Alright, let's make a gold card. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of a kind here, ship it. So we use the Mars card. We reroll for better tarot cards. We have an Arcana pack here. This is the big blind, so we have to take the telescope. We can try a standard pack. Red Seal 8. Do I want to try to turn a Red Seal 8 into a king? Not really. Not right now. Maybe that's something that I want in the future. We can get an Empress or another Mars card. Maybe a Magician. Hungman. Actually, just give me that. Alrighty, let's go Arcana with 2 Hungmen. So, Ace and 4, we can hang them. Alright. Five, 7 and 5, we can hang them. Chariot. The rest of this stuff I don't care about. I'm just gonna skip, and that way if we get another fool, we can copy the hung man. $11 for a reroll? Sure, why not? We could replace the drunkard with the bean, and then against this boss here with the face down cards, that would be helpful. Let's do that. And go next. Alright, 2 copies of the Ankh. So I believe we were previously +1 Venus. Now we got +1 Ankh. So out of 25, that's 13 Ankhs and then 12 Venus cards. Alright, so here, if I just have, you know, however many face cards in hand, the leftmost 4 will be kings. So I have 4 of a kind guaranteed, basically. Alright, ship it for money. Okay. Again for money. The real question is, can I figure out where the, you know, purple ones are? Oops. That was chips. Alright, well, this purple one I'm going to discard. And let's see, I've got a gold queen. 17 cards on the deck. The left 4 are kings, for sure. We get a death card. Interesting. Interesting. Ah, there was a purple one in there. So do I want to use the death card right now, or do I want to wait on it? I think I'm going to use it right now. I think I'm going to take a chance. So let's grab this one on the left here. I mean, it's definitely a king. But what flavor is it? It's a purple one? Nice. So put the lucky card in front and then ship it. Ah, we didn't get the blue one. Alright, let's do a deck check here. So we've got 13 kings. Of those 13 kings, 12 of them are clubs. That's great. Of those, I've got 7 purple seals. Get me out of here. Okay, we've got the seed money. I have a spectral pack, I have a buffoon pack, so maybe we do a little re-rolling. I want to re-roll for tarot cards before I open the spectral pack. I'm looking for brainstorms and blueprints and invisible joker and showman and, you know, those types of things. We probably don't need the photograph anymore. We get a blueprint. With blueprint, I think I can replace the photograph, or do I want to replace the bean? Or, yeah, photograph out. I want to keep the bean for opening the spectral pack here. We can copy the percolator. And, you know, do I want this hallucination? Nope. Let's just keep rolling here. Alright, I can use the devil to make more gold cards. Maybe. Mail-in rebate. I mean, rebate's just gonna be like way more money than business time. So, I mean, sure. Okay. Sock my buskin. If I didn't just get rid of that business card, that's a solid way to make some money. I guess we could still take it and we can re-trigger the lucky cards, but we just get like so much more money from the rebate, right? I don't think we need this. Sock my buskin. What's the buffoon pack have? Garbage. Justice we don't need. $11, sure. Mars card. With rebate on kings, we could go one more. We get a hermit. I don't get the maximum value from the hermit. That's kind of stinky. That's okay. Maybe we shouldn't have re-rolled. I could have sold the bean. Oh well. Spectral pack. We have immolate. Yeah, light them up. Okay. Go next. We want to go one more. Bull Midas. I can use Midas to make some gold cards. Nah. Alright, so what's the status with the... Okay, we got +1 Ankh, we got +2 Venus cards. I think they're even now. I think we have an even number. Exactly. Alright, we copy the rebate here. We go 3s, we can hang them. Devil card I can use on... Let's see here. If I want to play 4 of a kind, I have 4 jacks in the deck. Let's play 4 of a kind jacks so that I can discard my kings. And with the devil card, I can make gold queens, I guess. I want the money. We don't have the Chad anymore. Is the 1 4 of a kind gonna be enough? I think with the foil card, it'll be enough. Don't worry about it. Alright, let's discard. Let's keep 1 purple. Okay, with the tower, I can turn some stuff into stone. Like I can stone a 3, and then it won't get picked by the rebate. Let's play the 8s for money. And then that way we can save our discards for kings. Okay, don't throw away jacks. We need the 4 of a kind jacks. We might also want to do another 4 of a kind, maybe 4 of a kind 9s as well. I have 2 discards, so you know, let's discard the kings while we have the opportunity. Stone again? I don't know, maybe a stone 5? Okay, we don't need the star. I only have 1 king left, and it's purple, so I'm not going to worry about that. I only have 6 cards left in the deck. So let's discard for those jacks. I don't get the jacks, but I have 4 of a kind 9s. I'd be willing to just ship it with the 4 of a kind 9s. 4 of a kind really does seem like it's going to be a lot. So I'm actually... Let's just play the 3 of a kind. Actually, let's just play the 4 for a chance of money, or we play the king for the money. Let's play the king for the money. Then the jacks with the lucky card in front. So pretty sure this wins, and if it doesn't, we can always play the 4 of a kind 9s. Alright, so that's 300,000 points. Nice. Okay, we get the Mars card here, and copy the percolator. Rebate on 10s. Ah, bummer. We could pick up the trading card now that the bean is being consumed. Maybe we don't need the Giga Chad anymore. Giga Chad gives me like a few extra dollars, but it also gives me like a decent amount of points from the foil card being re-triggered. So yeah, maybe it's fine. Standard pack for another blue seal. Unnecessary. Alright, we just used a Mars card, so we can check here for another one. If we don't get it, we can take the plutonium and skip the rest. Do we want a trading card instead of a bean? Maybe. I bet you we can get better. I bet you we can find better. Sock my buskin again? As a way of re-triggering my lucky cards for more money? I think I like the trading card being able to remove cards from the deck, though now the golden ticket being able to re-trigger with the Giga Chad is actually pretty potent. Or maybe we just get Brainstorm instead. Okay. What do we get rid of? Do we ditch the rebate? I think long-term rebate is something that I want, but in the short term, is it something that I need? Maybe I can get rid of it. So, I think rebate is out. I think golden ticket is the new hotness. I mean, we're still gonna roll for more. Inweezable? Okay. Well, fiddlesticks. I think we keep the Giga Chad because the Giga Chad actually gives us points. Maybe that's something that we're interested in doing. What was the last card that I used? I always forget. Temperance? Yeah. I'm not going to use a Priestess then. $15 reroll. Let's just get percolating. Okay, so we got one Venus, one Ankh. We're 2 ahead on Venus cards. Since I already have 15 of each, 2 ahead is not problematic. That's okay. Here what I want to do is I want to play the foil jack. Let's start with an 8 here, or I should discard first. Discard. Temperance, sure. Okay, 8 goes in front. Give me the money. Alright, that didn't work. We got the jacks in hand, so we can discard the kings. How many purple seals do I have in the deck? I got 3 more. Alright, we got the devil. I can make another gold card. Maybe I want a gold jack instead of a steel jack. Maybe we wait on the gold card. Okay, I want to draw my purple seals, so I will play the 3 of a kind kings here and get rid of the 4 probably. Ship it. Just give me the money. Oh, we got the plus 20 there. We got the plus 20 twice, it looked like. Nice. Alright, we drew the jacks. We don't have the kings yet. If I want, I can play high card here. Let's make another purple gold card, or do we go gold jack? Or I guess gold 10 now? Gold 10. Discard the 2 purples. tower on the 7. One, two, three, four. Jack in front. We can even add a stone card for the 4 of a kind. Nice. Alright, now we do a little re-rolling. We can pick up a strength card before we open the Arcana packs. There's the ticket. And it's a foil. I think our 4 of a kind is strong enough that we can win without the Giga Chad. And if that's true, we can take the ticket here for the money. Gift card is pretty strong too. Gift card is pretty solid for some like, obviously like in the short term you're gonna get the ticket money, but like in the long term, gift card increasing the temperance value is like pretty important. But maybe since invisible only has 1 more round, maybe we don't do the ticket. Or sorry, maybe we don't do the gift card. Fool can copy Mars. What else can I do with a Fool card? Do I want to use 2 strength cards here? No, I want to reroll for a death card. Actually, a hung man is fine. Actually, instead of the ticket, we could just take the free roll here. Choices. Temperance for 38. 7 and 5, we hang them. And then with the Fool here, maybe both 10s we hang them. Then there's no 10s in the deck. Then Temperance. So we can do a little bit more re-rolling. Alright, Arcana. So strength on the Queen and the Jack. What that means is 4 of a kind Jacks is off the table. 4 of a kind Queens is not possible. We can do 4 of a kind 9s. We can do 4 of a kind Kings. Probably 4 of a kind Kings. Maybe 4 of a kind Kings twice on this boss. Maybe. Spin the wheel. Ah, never lucky. $18. Let's just go next. Okay, that looked like too many Venus cards. So 1 Ankh, 1 Venus. I have 4 extra Venus cards. So plus 4 Venus compared to, you know, how many Ankhs and Venus that I have. I think to be safe, I'm gonna use 1. And then that way we're only plus 3. You know, I don't want it to snowball out of control with us getting too many Venus cards. Alright, here the plan is play 4 of a kind Kings by discarding Kings. Make a stone card. I can turn Queens into Kings. So how about these Queens become Kings? And I don't want to play too many cards because of course this boss is going to, you know, take my money away. So let's just discard. Well, I was hoping to, you know, get the purple seals. Something we could do, we could play these gold cards for money, you know, for ticket money, Maybe even we play this gold card. Did I say I might need more than one 4 of a kind? Right? So maybe what we do, just ship it with the 4 of a kind, and if this doesn't work, we play another 4 of a kind. I would like to know. Four of a kind works. Apparently 4 of a kind is like 200,000 points. Okay, here we go. No more ticket. We get a brainstorm. That's totally okay. Alright, now I just want, you know, some kind of thing that's going to give me money. I guess we take the observatory. We have all the Venus cards saved up here. We did it. We got the observatory. Now we can play 3 of a kind instead of 4 of a kind. Unless 4 of a kind is worth more money. I don't know, it depends. Alright, boss here forces a card to be selected. That's not an issue. What am I looking for now, Joker-wise? I'm looking for rebate or another golden ticket. Some kind of money generator. Maybe Midas. I can try to turn my cards into more gold cards. I don't think that's actually what I want to do. I think I'd rather have rebate money rather than golden ticket money. So let's take the astronomer here. That actually, you know, planet cards in the shop I can buy for $1, but I'm actually just going to sell it for $4. I think having a bean is nice. Extra hand size, especially if I'm about to open an Arcana pack here. We have Sock My Buskin for re-triggering the lucky cards. We have extra discards with Andrew here. I think between the two of these... I think between the two of these, I'd rather have the bean. Do I want parking money? Yeah. Parking is money. Golden ticket? Yeah. Tower, do I want an extra discard? No, we'll take the golden ticket. $11, we could go one more. Alright. Arcana pack, let's use our strength on the jacks. I can stone a 3 and use temperance. I guess I could make a gold card and then the gold card would pay for itself, right? If we have ticket and then we have all these blueprints and brainstorms, then that's like in one activation that's already $16 compared to temperance. That feels wrong, but technically correct. I'm just so impatient. Let's go next. Okay, that is a problematic number of Venus cards. So we've got one Venus here, we've got one Ankh in here, which means I'm currently, I don't know, +6? Definitely use a few. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then now we're only +3 Venus cards. I told you it was gonna snowball out of control. Let's go next, copying the ticket. So 9 we play for money. Huge. Okay. Gold King I play for money. Actually 2 purple. Gold cards we play for money. Or we discard these purples first. Discard these purples first. Discard the jack. I'm discarding those purples first in case I get a death card. I could copy the gold card. It didn't happen, but it could have happened. Okay. I can win with 3 of a kind queens. I can play... Pairs of kings are safe to play without scoring too many points. I can play a full house. Is safe to play. Let's do that. I want to try to play as many cards as possible. Alright. Purple, I think we discard rather than... I think we play the gold card rather than discard it. I can stone an 8. Queen gives me money. What do I want my final hand to look like? My final hand is going to be these 3 gold cards, which means I can play a pair of gold cards right now for money. Oh, I should have discarded first. If I discard here, we get another stone card. Let's play the 3 of a kind. And then we'll get some blue seal value as well. Short term, the ticket is better. Long term, the rebate is better. Mail-in rebate with the discards. Until you get a red seal in the deck. Once you get a red seal, then it switches. I think that's interesting. I think that's cool, actually. That, you know, there's kind of like question of which one's better, rebate or ticket. It kind of flip-flops back and forth as your build is progressing. Okay. Celestial pack, we just take Mars here. And we can do a little re-rolling before we open the Arcana pack. World, Hierophant are not things that I care about. We do get the rebate, but it's a rebate on queens. I think we'll stick with the golden ticket for now. Yeah, golden ticket comes back around all the time. Let's just keep rolling. Strength, sure. Maybe I don't need the Mars cards anymore now that I have the... I mean, we got the Observatory for the 3 of a kind. Do we want to go one more? I told you rebate comes back around. Alright, 4, and I think we should actually remove the jacks. So, well, I have the strength card, so maybe I'll just remove the stone card. Let's go strength first. Hang the low cards. Here, I could make a lucky king. I could spin the wheel. I think we do neither of those. One Venus, one Ankh. Still too many Venus cards. Way too many Venus cards. So maybe we use one, use another. So if I believe this is 1, 2, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 Venus cards. We're plus 4 Venus cards. I think plus 4 is okay. Maybe. I want to try to make as many Ankhs as possible. But I also need, you know, the planet cards for the observatory in order to survive, kinda. Oh, we could play a pair of 9s here. We can discard the kings first. Give me a crystal ball. Discard the king. We get temperance. Let's play 2 kings for money. Or let's play the 9 for money. Now let's play the queen for money. How many more queens do I have in the deck? 5 cards in the deck, right? So play the queen. Discard 1 purple. Discard the queen too. Empress. Nope. Okay. 3 kings wins. I can play 2 kings for money. And then play 3 kings for the win. Alright, I want another invisible joker. Though I would also accept a showman. Standard packs give me queens that I don't need. How about DNA? That would be a quick way to make more purple seals and potentially make more gold cards. But I don't think I need to resort to that. Take temperance for 38 bucks. Sure, why not? You know, I could, at some point in the future, I could use Seance. You know, I could try to use Seance to get a red seal. I could try to use Seance to get an Ectoplasm. Ectoplasm would give me an extra Joker slot. And then, like, kind of in the long term, that would give me an extra Blueprint or Brainstorm so I could get percolating more. That's something that I could consider. But I would have to do some work on the deck here in order to make that even possible. I think what I want... Rebate on queens again? Come on. Why are you trolling me? I mean, I'm just gonna take the ticket money instead then. $17 reroll, $18 reroll, that's expensive. Alright, Arcana. We can make another gold card for more money. Maybe gold King of Hearts. I'm not going to spend $19 on a reroll. Let's just go next. All 5 Venus cards. That, I gotta say, is not ideal. Alright, the last time we did that, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. The last time we did it, the observatory. No, not the observatory. The last time we did with the percolator here, we're trying to copy 2 cards. What was it? It was Ankh and it was Ectoplasm. And I said that this process here of, you know, copying cards, it was a martingale. It's actually the opposite. It's the opposite of a martingale, if you know what that is. Alright, let's go Cerulean Bell. So any 3 of a kind wins. Let's start by playing the 9 for money. Always start with the money. Okay, we can play a pair of kings for money. Okay. Can play another pair of kings for money. Okay, now 2 kings we discard. Chariot, no. Temperance, nope. If I discard these kings, I still have 3 kings left over in my hand. I can use strength on a queen, somewhat coincidentally. And I can discard the purple king here. Or I can just play the 3 gold cards for the money. Let's just get the money. And ship it. $300 on the ticket? That's okay. We've done much better at other times. Alright. So here's the status report. We've got like 40 consumable cards saved up, half them Ankhs, half them Venus cards. So let's say something like, I don't know, maybe like 18 Ankhs and the rest Venus cards, maybe 20 something Venus cards. So, you know, almost let's say 20. So maybe 20 Ankhs becomes 20 colas, becomes negative tags, and then turns into jokers. So that's like 20 negatives so far. Let's see here. Voucher wise, we got the antimatter, we got the observatory. Extra overstock would be cool. Extra hand size would be cool. Ectoplasm would be cool. I would like more joker slots. But otherwise, sort of the deck construction here, we're going for all of the kings. I would like to turn the rest of my cards into kings so that when we get the mail-in rebate, it'll stop giving me queens on the mail-in rebate. Actually, I could check it right now if we go to the collection. Where's the mail-in rebate? Mail-in rebate says king. Okay, so this next shop will re-roll and we'll get a mail-in rebate. But long-term, the plan is make more of these Ankhs, use the observatory, copying the Venus cards here in order to survive, and you don't actually get to use the Ankhs until you find a negative tag. So we do need a little bit of luck for the negative tag to show up. Alright. If there's something else you want me to use the Ankhs on, or sorry, if there's something else you want me to use the double tags on instead of just a negative tag, because we did a negative tag before, but if there's something else you want me to use the double tags on, let me know in the comments. Take care, everyone.